reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku
Well, a very good morning. We are coming to you from the Thika Stadium in Kiambu County. This is the second AK Betika track and field weekend meet being held here at the Thika Stadium. Yesterday we had day one and a preview of activities. We had the kings and queens of track, people who exemplified their prowess both nationally, internationally, and in the global stage. And today we enter day two, and on your screens we have the first semi-final of the 200 meters women's race, and now we have the hammer throw. Remember, over the years Kenya has been trying to cement their place over the field events, and we hope this year perhaps it will be our year to have a couple of field events being represented in major global stages and in major events. Now, as we await for the start of the first semi-final of the 200 meters race, I'll just take you to speed with the start list. We have Milka Beka Muhwana of Nairobi, Beatrice Jerono Selonge of KDF, Faith Bukachi of KDF, Esther Mbagari Okanga of Prisons, Ivan Namuma Mwangala of Prisons, Viona Wangari Wainaina of University, and Maureen Nanjala of Fula of Prisons. In the hammer throw, as you can see on the screen, we have a total of 14 finalists. Remember also some of these events, apart from the track events, the field events are having straight finals, and we have Zakaya Kipchumba of Central Rift, Dominic Ondigi Abunda of KDF, Albadat Museveni Nyabusora of KDF, Dennis Sakawa of KDF, Gerald Mutahiwa Njohi of KDF, Gerald Mutahiwa Njohi of Prisons, sorry, Dennis Oseko Sakawa of KDF, Hilary Kipto Korir of Nairobi, Alfred Kipkoech Langat of KDF, Japheth Kipkosgei Bitok of KDF, Kevin Kipkemoi of Nairobi, Brian Nyakebako of South Nyanza, Kelvin Jero Mwangi of Prisons, Tyson Kipkoech Malal of Police, and Jacob Otieno Owiti of Nyanza North. Dennis Sakawa of KDF is a veteran, has been here for days, and perhaps is among the athletes to look out for, together with Hilary Kipto Korir of Nairobi and Alfred Kipkoech Langat, having represented Kenya not only nationally in major events but also in continental events. Well, today's program. And then on your screens we have today's program, which has already gotten underway. We already have the first semi-final for the women's 200 meters having taken place. We are waiting the second semi-finals. Then afterwards we'll have the 110 meters finals for men. After the hammer throw for both the men and women, which is a straight final, as I've mentioned earlier, we have a briefing from the officials. Remember, today's the final day. And soon afterwards, we'll have the 110 meters hurdles for men, shortly followed by the women's race. Then after some minutes past 9 a.m., we'll have the 1,500 meters men's final. Remember, yesterday we had very interesting hits. People clocking impressive times over the distance. So today we expect to see a separation of the wheat from the chaff, or rather the chaff from the wheat. For the 400 meters, we'll have a final at 9:50 a.m. Shortly afterwards, it will be followed by the 800 meters women's race for both the men and women. 3,000 meters steeplechase will follow. 200 meters men and women's final will be the final event of the day. Remember, the sprint, as witnessed in previous meets, or rather in previous events, the sprints emit a lot of emotion. These are some of the races that people mostly want to see. Then afterward, we'll have the awarding ceremony. And we also need to recognize and thank our sponsors, Betika, for coming through and working together in unison with Athletics Kenya in ensuring that this event is a success and will continue being a success. Then shortly afterward, we'll be followed by the speeches, and also we expect not only representation from athletics stakeholders of Athletics Kenya, as well as a representation from the county government, as well as sports officials, and that will be the end of the program. I'm joined here by my able and senior colleague, Coach, who... Very good morning, Coach. I know it's a rather dull morning here in Thika compared to yesterday, but we hope the temperatures are going to soar and things will look better. What do you expect to see today, Coach, being a final day?
It's fast, thank you. And some viewers everywhere in the world. I expect a very fast match today, since it will be semi-final and finals. So you tend to see sprinters now running faster. Even basically, athletes become faster on day two because it's a semi and a final. It's more serious.
They've gotten used to the tough.
Yes. And day two or on the semi-final, want to run your best race. The race is always faster in the semis than the final. It's because you are gunning to go to the final. So it will find a very faster time in the semi-finals.
Well, as we await the second semi-final of the women's race, I just give you the start list. We have Victoria Topoti Parsaoti of KDF, Nelly Chepkosgei of Prisons, Sharon Mora Kayanga of South Nyanza, or Nyanza South, Morara and still looking. Some of the athletes made the cut to the semi-finals. I'm still looking. Some of the athletes made the cut to the semi-finals. Looking at this, the 7 who race in this second semi-finals. We have Laventa posting good times yesterday. Very nice technical ability. Who else do you look at probably to?
Thank you. I'm looking at Morara Lois from KDF. You can see she ran at 24.8 seconds. Then we have Brenda Masisa from Kenya Prisons. She's quite young. She ran at 34.7. So this is quite encouraging, coming from the women. You can see Bagari also has a 24. So you expect faster times today.
Yeah, and also as the days go, we are witnessing the what you say you're separating the boys from the men, or the ladies from the women. Does that apply, coach? Anyway, the universities category, we are seeing less representation going forward, especially in the sprints. And as we had talked earlier, rather yesterday, that means that there is more that they need to do probably. What should you tell the sports stakeholders that are in the university or rather the education sector? What do they need to do to ensure that going forward we have more representation, especially into the finals for lads who are in the university?
I wish we learned from the USA, because most of the athletes from the USA, the Spearmon, Coleman, Noah Lyles, most of them, Shakari, most of them, 90% of them senior athletes, national team, they come from the universities. So I expect us to borrow a leaf from the United States, where people from all over the world go there to they're given scholarships. We need to embrace that in athletics. I know Strathmore is doing so in rugby, and even athletics, because one of my athletes was recruited there in Strathmore, and was Mark I expect more universities to up their game and come up with such programs. That is where our athletes need to come from. They are educated and they can run. So you got to combine sports and education.
Education.
Yes.
Coach, I know this cannot only be done by the schools, because remember the schools also have a mandate and they also have the other priorities. Perhaps any other stakeholders that would work with them, perhaps be the county government, be the ministry, be the government, I don't know.
Sure.
What's your take on that?
Sure. Because, like I said yesterday, sports is a devolved function. It's entirely a devolved function. It means county governments need to be producing from the grassroots. And stakeholders need everybody needs to come in and support. Athletics is a very expensive affair. Like I said yesterday, you put a lot of money, and we cannot do it alone. We need sponsors to come on board and support. Yes.
Yesterday, after the events, I managed to bump into Dakane, the gentleman from Northeastern, and he has a very unique story. I wish our scribes looked for the gentleman.
Yes.
I have his contacts. I'm going to exchange with one or two people here.
Please share with me.
But he told me that what is making him to. Okay, he sort of used not very technical terms, but he said that looking at his physique,
Yes.
he compares himself to Mo Farah. Though Mo does a long distance, he's a marathoner.
Yes.
He's doing field events, more so in the sprints as we saw yesterday.
Yes.
He feels that his physique, his small body, for lack of a better word,
Yes.
would be an added advantage. And that reminds me back then when active in sports. You play basketball and you have players who are not very tall,
Yes.
but they have the technical ability despite them being short athletes. So, coach, would this work in his favor?
Well, it's a good question. I'll borrow a leaf from basketball. Steph Curry is 6'4", and is considered one of the shortest in the sport.
And the best.
But he's the best shooter that has ever existed, three-point shooter. To get it, we have Donovan Mitchell from Cleveland. Cavs. He's from Cavs. He's
Really,
very
yeah.
short, 6'3", but he's performing well. Come to Kenya. Fortnite is not as tall as Bolt,
Yeah.
but he has the African
Or
record.
Asafa Powell, yeah.
Asafa Powell was short. So the physique does not necessarily play out.
It's not a hindrance.
Not a hindrance. For him, we can just he's young. When he goes to the gym, we can do apart from him, and the guy will bulk up.
Even
It's not given that you cannot bulk up for the sport, and even if it's not bulking up, we can. There are things that coaches can do to add some muscle.
he even has a photo of Mo. He even showed me Mo, and he was like, but romping some Swahili words. Huyu jamaa anatoshana na mimi. So to me, I just bumped into him somewhere and I pulled him aside and I introduced myself and we had a chat. So to me, I can say there's a lot of enthusiasm in him, and he told me that his family is willing to support if we can get an institution, because he's studying in a technical institution that is based in that part of the country.
Yes.
If we can get an institution here where we are, probably here closer to Nairobi or close to where I'd say athletics is much appreciated,
Yes.
he's willing to reconsider transferring. And I think that is the kind of spirit that we need to see in most of people who are probably grooming athletes or even parents.
If he's listening to this or watching anywhere, I'll just tell him he's very lucky. There's a reason why I'm in the commentary, and there's a reason why I'm within the commentary. And since he has said what he has requested, I'm very willing and ready to assist him to nurture him to the next level, because I believe I'm very good at nurturing this. So I'll share with me his contacts and I'm ready to assist him to the next level. And I can assure you, if he's serious, in the next 4 to 6 years, we'll see a different person. So he's lucky I'm here to assist him.
Well, on the screens we have the program for today's event. Remember, today is the final day of the day 2 of the Betika AK Track and Field Weekend Meet that is being held here in Thika. Already we have the hammer throw for the men ongoing. On the right side of the screen, you can see a couple of athletes there just taking to the field and preparing. We have already have the first semi-final of the 200 meters women's race already taking place. Now we are waiting for the second semi-final, and shortly after it will be followed by the men's race. Soon after we'll have the 110 meters hurdles for women. 110 meters for men and women will follow soon. We'll have the 1,500 meters finals for the men. 400 meters for both the men and women will follow shortly at around 9:50 towards 10 a.m. It will be followed shortly by 400 meters for both the men and women. Then afterwards we'll have the 800 meters for men and women. 3,000 meters steeplechase for both, for the men. Finals will be held, because remember yesterday we had the street final we had the finals for the women's racing steeplechase. Coach, we saw interesting scenes yesterday. I'd say lack of technical ability, which at some point it ended up as comedy, and you'd see all these photographers jostling to go to the water hole just to see how
No, as a coach and a photographer, the best pictures in the steeplechase are there.
actually that is what explains what a steeplechase race is all about.
Yes, you cannot shoot the finish line and then people play the steeplechase. You have to go to the water pit.
And and that particular place, it was it was very funny, because I think also there are some athletes, as we were talking about, the university guys who they've not had enough experience, and probably they were seeing this for the first time. Yeah. So you're looking forward to see that, but I'm hoping that this time around the competition will be stiff. So after the 3,000 meters finals for men, we'll have the 200 meters for both men and women. And I know in the sprints, these are the races that everyone waits to see. Then after, we'll have the awarding ceremony with Betika as the main sponsors, or rather the title sponsors, and then speeches, and that will end day 2 of the Athletics Kenya. And that is where we await to hear the announcement and the confirmation of the next meet, when it will be. So now we go to the second semi-final of the women's 200 meter race. There they go, off the blocks. Yeah, she's really charging on towards the corner. Maybe a title. Brenda has already charged on, she's leading. Lavenda second. Seeing the men march to the track. I'm so eager to see the time they posted. Yeah, we'll wait for that confirmation from the information desk. Walking in. I know, I always miss this moment. I wish there was a microphone stage there and we just even just hear them panting or breathing hard or yeah. No, you just have a boom mic that is stationed there that will capture that. and that is a natural reaction. Even if someone is mad, if they are cursing the race, if they are, you know. At least in football, sometimes you've seen that happen a couple of times. Even in basketball.
Even in basketball, the NBA, they mic the athletes, the players, and you hear them during the warm-up talking or passing. You know, it's very good for the sport.
Our able production team is here. You know, they've taken notes.
Yes.
Who posted a time of 22.0 seconds in yesterday's qualifying rounds. Robin Wanjala Wateba of Police, who had a time of 22.1. Alex Karaoke Washira, a very fast time of 21.8 from Central. Clinton Aluvi Owatinya, also a very fast time of 21.5 from Central. Same time as Elkana Kiprotich Sabila of NYS. Coach, as you're saying, NYS is coming up well, having someone to post 21.5. Yeah, one of the fastest times there, because actually it was 21.4 was among the fastest time, so just 0.1. Then we had Ronald. We have Ronald Kiprono Kowech of Police, 20.08, and Dennis Nyongesa. Brenda Masitsa is the winner of the second semi-final of the women's race. Leo wamejipanga.
niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up, just just na hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya kuput. Niko na reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput.
Brian is known for his prowess in the 400 meters, and perhaps him taking part in the 200 meters is using this to build on his speed, his experience having taken part in the continental stage over the years, taking part in various races. Perhaps it has given him the edge over the other athletes. On your screen you have the 110 meters hurdles men finalists who are also warming up.
Niko na reason ya reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just now. Hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. reason ya kusona. Niko na reason ya kuput hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku Niko na reason ya ku put hands up. Just clap, just snap, hands up. Niko blessed, niko na Betika. Niko na reason ya ku Niko na
Athletes. We actually have in the first final we have a total of 32 athletes, while in the second final we'll have a total of 30 athletes. In this first final we have Lonely Ruben Egiron of Central, Joseph Winden Zioka, Matthew Cheriot, Silis Kimoy, Mudhoni Francis Warimbo, Eja Chege, Vincent Kipkurui, Ishmael Kiplagat, James Murithi Wanjema, Eli Kipto, Titus Kiplimo, Justin Kipto, Dennis Oweri, Joram Kingori, Kenneth Kishoya, Abdurrahman Jamal. He is a refugee. That is bib number 927. This is also another athlete to watch, perhaps looking. And there they go, just about to start taking the ceremony and the signature pose before the gun fires. They're getting ready. Go. There they take off. Because of this particular part of the race, there is a little bit of jostling, a little bit of pushing and elbowing here and there. Everyone wanting to secure their space, ensure that they have enough running space, especially those with long legs. Well, they're slowly finishing the first lap. We have Markinson Kipkoech Cheriot of Southern trailing now in fourth position as he was leading, and Joseph Otiken Okeshito is now on the lead. Joseph is from of it seems also to be a crowd favorite. You can hear the crowd cheering there. In the world stage and also in the continental stage, Kenya has continued to dominate over this 7.5 lap race, producing great names, great times over the years. And indeed, anytime there is an event internationally, you'll expect to have a Kenya 1, 2, 3, or rather, you won't miss a Kenyan, be it a male or a female athlete, on the podium. We also want to announce the arrival of that is Kenya Supremo, General Tuwei, Lieutenant General Tuwei, and now they're going on their last lap. There the bell goes. Joseph Rotiken Okeshite is still on the lead. Bib number 045, you have Joseph Rotiken in the lead.
In the 1500 meters, let me mention, I have to mention this. I'm just waiting for the duel between Timothy Cheriot and the Norwegian.
And Ezekiel Kibes Ndiema finishes
championship and at the Olympics. You could see 3 Kenyans in the final.
there is still chance to reclaim that.
Yes, we have the
Going
athletes
back
to
to
do
what
that.
happened in history.
Yes, yes.
However, Hisham El Garouji's record still stands 3:26.00 seconds.
That's quite something. That time is quite something. It's a very fast time.
You can see the second far into on your screen. You can see the second list of the finalists jogging into the pitch. A total of 34 athletes. This shows you the level of competitiveness that we have and the great talent pool that we have in this country. Because even in Mumias, we had such big numbers.
Yes.
And sometimes it becomes a hassle when you're looking at a start list and you might easily get tired. The race has taken off. There they go. The gun is sounded.
And one thing about this distance is it's highly competitive. Like you saw Cole Hooker winning gold in the Olympics, unexpected gold. Josh Kerr came second. Yared Nuguse came third, and then the favorite, Jacob Ingebrigtsen, was fourth.
So we are joining our colleague on the other side of the studio, Charity, for an interview then athlete.
I'm joined here by Joseph. He's won, yesterday he won the 800 meters in his heat, and today he's won the first heat of the 1500 meters. Judging from your performance, Joseph,
I'm feeling so much proud and
so said yesterday?
I focus for the 1500 especially. So God willing, I need to be championship this year.
All the best and congratulations. I'm also joined here by number 2. Kwa majina unaitwa nani na unafeel aje kuhusu race ya leo? Ukirudi kwa mazoezi utaangalia nini sana sana now that tumeanza season na matayarisho ya kwenda Tokyo? All the best and congratulations. I'm also joined by number 3. He's finished third in the heats in the first qualifying round for in the first final for the 1500. Remember, the athletes will be classified according to the fastest time that has been trained for them to know who is the winner. Kwa majina unaitwa nani? Ezekiel, unafeel aje performance yako ya leo imekuelezea mazoezi inafika? All the best and congratulations. Over to Victor and Coach Hilary. We'll be having our main sponsor from Betika. We'll be having later on. We'll be having Jafet Akulia. Can you give us a brief interview? Over to you.
It is the final bell for the second men's final. We have a total of 34 athletes, including Abdirahman Ibrahim Ali from Northeastern in bib number 257. A great sense of resilience, great display of athleticism, resilience, and zeal, coach. Would you pick this one too?
I wish I could, but there's only enough on my plate. There's only enough that I can take on my plate. I want to concentrate with the one in the 100 and the 124.
Well, there is a tough duel, the leading pack. As the race comes to the final and penultimate stage, have Edwin Kiplagat Kiprono winning the
That
race.
semi, yes. And this is one of the toughest races in our trials, Olympic trials or World Championship trials, because all the 12 athletes in the field are always running under 335. So during the trials, is whoever gets to the line first, second, or third.
There goes your athlete from Northeastern, Abdirahman.
And he's beaten somebody.
Yeah, he did not become the actually two. So now we have the third final of which will be the last final of the 1500 meters race. You can see the athletes getting ready, final stretches here and there as their way to go to the starting line for the sounds of the gun. There you go. The winner for the heat that has just ended is Edwin Kiplagat. The final that has just ended in 1500 meters.
Off they go.
Yeah, they take off. Some were not fully prepared, but they're going to catch up. This is not a sprint, a fast race like 400 meters where if you delay, it's gone.
Yeah, this one you have time to recover. In the short sprints, you mess and you're done.
You have to wait for another round or another season or another year.
You know, you take 10 months to prepare, only to run under 10 seconds. That's how tough it is. Like football, where you have 90 minutes to get it done. In the short sprints, it's in seconds.
Actually, in football, you also have a reprieve of being substituted. Now we have Clinton Kiprono Langat of South Rift on the lead. He's slowly opening the gap. We have to big up the Kenya production crew. My able sound engineer here with us in studio, very jovial gentleman, to ensure that yesterday was a smooth sail. Even today, ensures that you're well taken care of. Senior colleague Magut, as well as the technical crew there behind the cameras, behind the lenses. Kiprono Langat is on the
I don't know if he'll manage.
By Mudhoni Francis Walwimbo from Central.
You can see he's already struggling.
Yeah, he opened up too quickly. And you can see Mudhoni Francis is slowly coming in. He's maintained his pace.
Clinton has done Faith Kipyego. She goes out
way too early
from gun to tape. Just that I don't think he'll be able to do what Faith does.
I think there's a burnout. The two athletes are trailing him, including Francis, are slowly catching in.
But no, this is also a tactic. You go out hard and let the others come chasing after you.
So that they burn.
So that they also burn out. And hope that you have enough energy to hold on.
Now, there's a student from Mount Kenya University on the lead. This must be a new entrant. Going by the attire that he has.
Yeah.
Fully kitted by MKU. And the bell has sounded, the bell has gone. So, this is the final lap.
It's quite encouraging seeing a university student in the lead.
Yeah, he seems to be very strong. He's maintained his pace all through the laps, maintained his position.
Never know, maybe he's looking for a scholarship to go abroad. He's using this as a time trial. But I hope it doesn't do that. He'll stay in Kenya.
One thing I like about you, coach, you think about the box and you also think outside the box. You can even say, seal the frame. Ah, another one has come up.
It's a duel to the finishing line.
Well, and the student will as well win. Now we hand over to Charity on the side of Studio Furniture.
Thank you so much. I'm joined here by the head of marketing from Betika. They've been with us and we've started the journey from Road to Tokyo. We started all the way from the cross-country series and now we are here for the track and field series. The turnout of the numbers of the athletes, how impressive is it for you?
Very impressive. We always done having the
so many people that will go with the best times. That means that as we go to the hope of the long distances, what I'm expecting is to see more people, more races. I want to see if 10,000 meters will happen. Now, I'm sure there will be very many people taking a look. That's the excitement that they want to compete against. Be the best. What you've seen. Seeing more than what you've seen. I know short races, there are people there. I want to see 20 hits of 3,000 meters steeplechase. This is basically what I impressed me.
Thank you so much. Of course, we're looking forward to hosting you at Kapsabet and also Afraha Stadium.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, thank you so much. That was Jafet Akulia saying that he's impressed with the turnout and is looking forward to for the races that will be held in Kapsabet and also in Afraha Stadium. Over to you, Victor and Hillary.
Well, we have the third final of the men's 1500 meters. This will be the last final. There goes the final bell, and you have Wilson Larry Marine of KTF on the lead. And he's slowly opening the gap. Looks very energetic. We hope he maintains that to the end. There you have him, Wilson Larry Marine. His KDF counterparts are cheering him up. He has eased to the finals, having won this particular. And the winner is Wilson Larry Marine.
He's the younger brother to George Manangoi and Elijah Manangoi. I know his face. He's called Meli, Edwin Meli.
Edward
Manangoi. Kitatei Meli. He's the younger brother to former world 1500 meter champion Elijah Manangoi and the world under 20 champion George Manangoi.
That's a true athletic family.
Yes. And there's also a younger one, younger than this one also in athletics.
We have
all of them passed through Coach Bernard Uma at Rongai Athletics Club.
very tactical coach.
Yes.
I saw him recently at the Ministry of Sports.
He's
the
advisor to the CS.
He's yet to give us an invite to his big office. There goes another semi-final.
You don't need an invite. You don't need an invite to go to a public office. I walk in there and we have tea as we discuss athletics and sports. Daniel Munguti in the lead. Remember Munguti in the cross country last year?
Yeah.
And also he made the Kenya team, 1500 meter last year, the Olympics.
Looks very strong.
I know he will take this one very fast. He's always a faster starter.
I'm joined here by the winner for the fourth heat in the 1500 meters. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Kwa majina naitwa Edward Manangoi. Mimi ni mkimbiaji wa 1500 na train pale Ngong kwa coach Gideon Rono.
Nini ilikuinspire ukaanza mbio na nini inakusukuma kila siku kwenda kufanya mazoezi?
Mimi nimekuwa inspire na mandugu zangu wawili, Elijah na George Manangoi, ambao ni wakimbiaji wa 1500.
All the best in your season and congratulations.
Thank you, God bless you.
That is the younger brother to the former 1500 meter world champion Elijah Manangoi and also under 20 under 18 world champion George Manangoi. Over to you, Victor and Hillary on the other side as we continue with the final heat of the 1500.
The last final of 1500 meters ongoing. And this is a race that over the years Kenya has been producing great athletes, great talent, but in the recent past the tables have been changing, but there is still time and there is still hope to reclaim our lost glory. Daniel Chumbe Munguti, with experience having traversed the world, running distance in various events, is leading, as you can see in your frame there. All factors are constant, is likely to be this. Final. See him easing easily and fast. Maybe he wants to post a faster time, coach. Daniel Munguti has won, opening a gap of slightly 30 meters with the second finisher. So Daniel Munguti Chumbe is the winner of this final, the last final of the 1500 meters for men. So getting ready, we have the 100 meters finals, which is also expected to be another thriller.
Leo?
The 100 meters women's finalists getting ready. You can see the member of the fatigue team ensuring the blocks set well. And behind they have the 100 meters
national champion Esther Bagari. Then we'll see the men behind us for the semi-final for the men.
There is a lot of teasing and communication that goes on at this particular stage, coach, before the gun fires.
You know what I used to do, and I see it happening with other athletes, you just move to the opponent's lane and just stand there. When you do that, they will start getting agitated. So it's a mind game before even the gun goes. Sometimes you look at your opponent and tell them, you cannot beat me. You know?
Yeah, that's what
One more time. I'm joined here by Daniel Munguti. He won yesterday in his heat the 800 meters, and today he's been able to win the 1500 meters heat. Munguti, you umekuwa na build up mzuri, and now you've also tested your speed na umeangalia pia how your performance in 1500. So kwa mazoezi utakuwa sana sana una focus na nini?
Kwa sasa saa hii naweza sema after cross country build up according to vile nilikimbia jana 800 na vile nimekimbia tena leo, nimeona in a good position. So sasa tunarudi to draw na coach na all people wenye wana involve, then I will be working more on speed endurance na pia kusharpen speed, so itaenda concurrent. So for the next meet probably I may be there to see if I have improved from where I am today. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I also have number 2. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Kwa majina anaitwa Mildan Keiwa. Nimetokea side ya Narok, kimbilia South Rift. Nimefurahia kwa siku ya leo. Kama venye nimeingia race, nimeng'ang'ana kama ni savio. Ingawa hii ni mwaka wangu wa kwanza. Naweza kimbia, na kama ndugu yangu Munguti hapa amenishinda leo, ni mentor wangu na nilisema nitalog na yeye nione time yenye naweka na niweze kujielewa kwa hii industry ya mbio. Yeah.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
Over to you, Victor and Hilary, as we continue with the sprints event.
county governments now, things are changing, and you have a replay of the 100-meter race for the women.
Just look at the line. This is a photo finish between Bagari and Milsendoro. Remember the 100-meter final at Olympics between Lyles and Kishen Thompson?
I remember.
It was 100th of a second.
I even remember them. It took them some minutes
to decide the winner. To get the winner, not decide. See, when you say decide the winner, it means they made a decision. It was not what was there on the ground. But they had to look at the 100th of a second.
And that is when they decided who the winner was.
Yes. Yeah, we have the semi-final, the 100-meter final 1. Lane 1, Seth Mwangale. Lane 2, Richard Ogutu. Lane 3, Isaac Omuro, brother to Ferdinand Omanyala. Lane 4, Ferdinand Omanyala absent. Lane 5, Ronald Kiprono. 6, Moses Onyango Wasike. Lane 7, Elkana Kiprotich Sabila. Omanyala has decided to stay out of this one. He did his job yesterday and he knows where he lies. So there was no need of him coming today too.
There goes on your screen the start list for the 100 meters men's final. And then for Ferdinand Omanyala, unfortunately, is missing out of this race, but
the brother is in lane 3.
We know what he can do. We know what he's done. Yesterday he was here. He was a crowd favorite. I remember people were jostling to have even just a mere selfie with him. So the athletes in set position.
Let's start. I think Isaac Omolo has won it. Following in his brother's footsteps. Represented Kenya in the under 20s. You can see from the replay, Omurwa, number 2 Kiprono, number 3 Wasike. The NYS guy you can see there, number 4. It's interesting, Utawala Springs Club is taking almost every race. Good job, Coach Pape.
For men, for women, begin.
Maybe what I could change here is the swinging of the hands. Needs to be more powerful from Isaac.
It is a contributing factor to catapulting.
Yes. But all in all, there are things you can change, there are things you cannot change. Maybe this is what he decided to do in this meet. So unless you go and ask the athlete, you can never know what their plan is. On to the semi-final. Siman Regao lane 1, Clinton Alubi lane 2, Dennis Mwai 3, Frederick Kialo lane 4, Nyongesa lane 6, Mweresa lane 5, Nyongesa lane 6, Mweresa lane 7, George Mutinda. So 6 lanes. We have 6 athletes.
I'm noticing that Moresa has continued to maintain that lead. The race is just is it a coincidence, Coach?
Yes. You put the fastest in lane 4, 5, 6. They are on the blocks.
As a false start, lane number 4.
Let's wait and see. Is it false or fault? Faulty start or a false start? Is it from the athlete to make it a false start, or is it from the technical to make it a faulty start? Oh no, I hope it's not. You're right. You can see lane 4 came out fast. So it's a faulty start. Lane start.
Here they go. But this is a really tough.
I like the composure. Haven't seen Moresa. He won it.
There we have the replay.
That was a good start from the athletes.
I see Moresa taking off.
Yeah, from this angle you couldn't see. But it really tightened up. I think Moresa was first, second was Nyongesa, or it's between Nyongesa and
With 392.
Big 392, Dennis Mwai. We'll see. It's between Moresa and Mwai for the winner, then Nyongesa and Simani for the second, third and fourth. I like Mwai's running. Dennis Mwai, he's just come out from 200 meters and you can see him in the 100 final. Same to Simani and Nyongesa. So these are nice training for the lads.
We are joining interview.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Victor and Hilary. I'm joined here by Isaac Omurwa, the younger brother to Isaac. Isaac, performance imekuwa vipi yako na so far kwa training tunaelekea wapi?
Leo performance imekuwa poa compared to yesterday. Yesterday I had some issues, but I thank God I'm good. This race has been good. I've executed my race as we had spoke to the coach yesterday, and the training is going on well. I can't complain. My body is feeling nice. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm also joined by his wife, the wife to Ferdinand Omanyala. She's called Laventa. I'm in love.
Yes.
So far, you're training. You train together with your husband. How do you feel about your training and performance?
So far this season is great because I can see massive performance and massive improvement from my past performances. I can confidently say that I feel good, I feel great, and I am hoping for the best this season.
I'm looking forward to seeing your performance in the 200. All the best.
Thank you.
Over to you, Victor and Hilary, as we continue with the other races.
Charity for that incisive
Family interview.
That is a family affair, so to speak.
The wife to Omanyala and the brother to Omanyala.
So the brother-in-law and probably next time we can have a family affair and do the interview in triplicate. Well, now we have the 400 meters for the women.
We have Angelina Cheng, lane 3, lane 4, Marcia Okech, lane 5, Veronica Vanis Kerubo, lane 6, Sheila Mahungu, lane 7, former national champion, and Helen Siombua.
From police, down they go, ready for the start of the race. This is the first women's final. There they go.
That was a fast start from Helen
You
Siombua.
can see Helen charging on, overtaking 1, 2.
Marcia Okech moving in nicely. close the gap on Siombua.
At this point, coach, can you easily predict who the winner will be?
Yes, from the 200-meter mark, you can predict who will win. Like this one is between Mercy and Siombua. Not forgetting also Vanis, a hurdler is there. So it's between the three.
Nasivan is coming in strong, trying to close in the gap.
Simasi coming in fast. Vanis being a hurdler comes in second. And Sionbo coming from a long layoff from injury coming in third.
Well, athletes for the second heat are getting ready. There we have replay the first final of the women's race.
It's good to have Vanis back on track, the African champion, 400 meters hurdles. And blending in well with the new kids on the block. Marcia Ketch from KDF. Vanis Police, Marcia Ketch, KDF, Siombua Police. So it's a Kenya Police versus Kenya Defense Forces. And of course, KDF won that. On to the second semi-final, where we have Yusta Maina, lane 3, lane 4, Lonolina Oko, lane 5, Yvonne Otunga, lane 6, Jacent Abese, lane 7, Grace Miroyo Kidake, who also runs the Masters. She's going next month to the USA for the World Masters Championship. Grace Kidake is a former two-time national champion, 400 meters.
As a economically, coach, business people here in Thika have also benefited. You can see all sorts of things, wares being sold here, hawkers, foodstuffs, everything.
See that the one just in front of us?
Yeah, his poster. Okay, of course, this guy is from Burundi, probably has never seen such kind of thing, considering maybe the life they go through from what they tell us before coming in here as refugees.
You know, when you search the poorest country in the world, it will give you Burundi. I don't know how true that is.
So you can imagine how whatever is going on through
his mind.
His mind. We've seen all sorts of economic activities here, from face painting, people selling ice cream, people selling sportswear, shoes, track. The second women's final has just taken off.
4 athletes on the track. Grace coming in nicely.
People selling foods. So basically, economically, this particular town has also benefited.
Yes, it's booming. It's now between the 3 with Grace Kidake coming in from the bend. Like I told you, you can know from the 200 meter.
See her charging.
Using her experience to swing the arms and come in the final stretch. Just look at her arms pumping. That's very good run from Grace.
Kidake was opened a very nice gap. She seems to be burning out.
No, Kidake is turning 40 this year.
She actually turned 40 on the 9th of February.
Oh, goodness.
So this is a
happy belated. 40-year-old Grace coming in fast, beating the younger ones. The younger Yvonne Tunga, born 2000, and Lanolino Wino. And to the third semi-final now, where lane 1 will be Nancy Mwangi, lane 2 Sarah Joel, lane 3 Damaslin Magare, lane 6 Rahab Ndirangu, lane 7 Victoria Aboth.
In some of these sprint events, we still have the universities.
Yes.
And even in 400 meters, we have a couple of representation from the university. There they go. It's third final for the
Nancy Ndirangu using experience from the hurdles to get off the first curve, going into the 200 meters. You know, it becomes easier because there's no hurdling in the 400-meter flat. So her job is just running, no hurdles.
So she has some energy.
Yes.
Saved.
You have some nice energy reserves.
Nice show. People are bringing in their families.
Yes.
Gentleman here with 3 of his children. For the weekend, just to also see. Probably there would be future athletes and future champions. Coach, the lady from Mombasa who
accompanied Grace.
Is it, what's her name? Is it Abdurrahman?
Oh, I remember, yes, yes.
In 400 meters.
Yes, yes. You can see Grace is still panting down here.
Yeah, Grace is next to the...
You know, she's come from the low altitude area of Mombasa, coming to Thika, which is a little bit higher.
I understand why the athlete is...
And you know, with the tartan track being installed at Barak Stadium, I'll move my sprints camp to Mombasa because of the low altitude. That's what you need. Ideally, you need a low altitude training area for sprints. So that's our next plan. And I know most sprints camps will be happening in Mombasa also.
So that is a wake-up call to the county government to speed up the construction of that facility and ensure that Kenya continues to produce immense talent when it comes to sprints.
Actually, it was first used by the members of parliament during the Yala Games, East African Legislative Assembly, in December.
I saw
where we hosted yes, this was the last year.
And I remember you see a women, Catherine Omanyo, winning the 200 meters. So those are some of the notable events.
But you didn't see our president, Hechi, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, beating the governors. No, I think he wanted to pull a fast one on Hechi, but 48 laws of power.
He never cared about protocol. He never cared about protocol.
Don't outshine your master. Towards the line, he realized, okay, what am I doing? Then he held back so that the boss can win. So the president won the first race to be run on the tartan track in Mombasa. So we have the first semi-final for the men. Where lane 1 is Wilson, lane 2 Nyei, lane 2 Mark Sanya, lane 3 David Luther, lane 4 William Ryan, lane 5 Tinega, lane 6 George Mutuku, lane 7 Victor Okello.
Well, we see Tinega here again. There they take off.
I don't see Tinega in this.
There must be a mix-up in the...
Yeah, I think there's a mix-up in the start list. Should be, because I'm saying 508 is Wilson, so Tinega decided to concentrate on the 200 meters. And Ryan has decided to stick to 800. George Mutuku leading. Remember, it's from the universities. One of the fastest, yes. Quite encouraging to see universities from Mount Kenya University. You know, he's carrying the whole university label on his back. All universities in Kenya, even though he comes from Mount Kenya. So he's representing all the other universities. I hope to see him during the national trials. National trials for the world relays. So we have the second semi-final. Men going to the track. Jared Momanyi, lane 1, lane 2, Andrew Oronyi, lane 3, Peace Kamau, lane 4, Erastus Mbaluka, lane 5, Elkana Kiprotich, lane 6, Hilary Kiplangat, lane 7, Alan Kipiego. Remember, Alan is doubling. He's doing 400 and 800 meters. I can see Jared Momanyi in lane 1, former national champion.
From KDF.
He is from KDF. But he's a little bit disadvantaged running from lane 1. Disadvantage in the sense that you have very sharp bends coming from lane 1, unlike the one who's in lane 6 or 7. But it's his time that put him there. It's not that he was placed there by mistake. No, he ran a 49.1, which is the slowest in this heat. Watch out for Alan Kipyegon from lane 7. He ran the fastest time here, 47.1.
47.1. There's an 8-second gap between him and Elkana, who did a 47.9.
The winner will be picked from the two finals, 2 semifinals, what we call finals. As a faulty start, the gun has misfired.
So, coach, once you go to sets,
Yes.
is there a particular time for I'll repeat as going by the body language.
Yes.
There's a certain way they count and they take off.
That is
Either
when,
the gun has sounded so that
Yes.
it coincides with the gun.
yes. Some of them do that. You count 1, 2, and on the third one you take off. But like I said yesterday, and I will repeat it, you don't anticipate for the gun. You concentrate and wait for the gun.
It might land in problems.
Yes. With the new rules, you get disqualified on the first instance of a false start. And in a serious meet, any shake up on the blocks, the sensors will pick you. Like I said, let's watch out for Alan Kipiego from lane 7.
Yeah, big one.
Lane start now.
Alan is open.
Esther Moran, Maria na Pauline Mmoja, Jacqueline Tia.
about 10 years back, slightly over 10 years back. Dorothy Express, Sabbath Express, the days of Janet and Pamela Jelino.
Yes.
Which is very interesting watching 800 meters. And there are people who just come to see either Pamela or Janet.
Janet.
Vanis Kerubo is leading the race, taking it slowly, using her experience. Vivian Gilbert is closing in. It's a few steps behind her. Pastor Mora, about this. Annabella is going for the final lap.
Van is in the lead. Van is Kerubo.
Vanis is now taking the lead.
He's been overtaken now.
Vivian is on the lead.
Vivian Chebet. They say the owners of the race have come to take.
Second.
Yes. Vivian Chebet coming in nicely. Second position. That's coming up well. That's quite good.
She looks very worn out. You can see how she's closing her eyes.
It's interesting. It means she's gone deep into training and added her endurance levels. Because you can see she's come from 400 and coming in second in the 800 meters. So the future is bright for the hurdles. When she comes down to our event, it will be fireworks. I just hope she's not moving up to 800 meters right now. This being a world championship year, you do everything possible to make the team.
The men are coming in. So Charity, we're joining Charity for an interview with the winner of this. The 800 meter men finalists are getting ready. We'll start with this.
We have William Ryan, Brian Masai, Alan Kipiego, Wilson Larry, Kelvin Kipiego, Daniel Kiumbe, Obadia Kipleting, Elias Kipchumba, Dominic Kipto, Duncan Osoro, David Kipkoech, and Gabriel Rapuat.
Some of these names are familiar.
Yes.
Is it the same Alan Kipiego on the
Yes, yeah, but I don't think he'll make it here.
Can't, yeah, because I can't see him.
He's in the start list, but not on the field. As we've mentioned, William Ryan from 400 meters, Brian Masai, Alan Kipiego, Wilson Larry, Kevin Kipiego, Daniel Kiumbe Munguti, Obadia Kipleting, Elias Kipchumba, Dominic Kipto, Duncan Osoro, David Kipkoech, and Gabriel Sareri. Also Munguti, I don't know if he'll make it here, coming off from 1500 meters.
From my view here, I can't see him, so I don't.
And you must know, this is the final. So there's no other final. It's only one, unlike the other sprints where there were two finals. They're on the starting line, and there they go. Also, we're not following the rules here because they're not picking the lines to the 100-meter mark. If we would have been following the rules to the latter, they would come in at the 100-meter point.
That is when
at the start of 1500. That's when
everyone leaves their lane and joins the
yes, joins lane, the inner lane. Obadia Kipleting thereby coming on to take the first positions and lead. Looking quite good. 459, Obadia Kipleting, upcoming athlete. It's from Rongai Athletics Club. So at this point, I'm rooting for my athlete, Obadia.
Taking advantage of his long strides.
But you know, we have to stay professional. I have to stay professional and commentate and not take sides here.
He's overtaken Kevin Kipiego.
But that was a very dangerous overtaking. And they are big number 4-5 coming in. Yeah. You know, it's so tactical. You have to time your run. But he has made me proud winning that final. So I'm a happy man. I know the training is working, and as a coach, we're doing well.
You can see the results.
Yes.
Not far from where you're seated.
And my senior coach, Coach Oma, is doing some government job in Kisumu. I hope you are watching. Your junior has done the job. And the athlete has made you proud. That was quite good. And remember, he's also the winner of Betika Eldoret meet. Obadia Kipleting. He's just waiting for the final, grand finale.
But yeah, die-hard fan of Manchester City.
Where the winner of the grand finale will walk home with 1.5 million from Betika. It's more money than the Diamond League, you know. So we've brought the Betika has created their own Diamond League in Kenya. Yes. Instead of you flying out, having a flight charges, fare, accommodation, just bring it home. Get it at home.
And that is a very positive thing, a very positive show. That also gives chance to athletes who would not have made it to the world stage there.
Yes.
And also gives an opportunity, or rather also brings more talent to take part in some of these meets.
Yes.
It has added some sort of value, some sort of meat and oomph into the stew. Charity, you can take it away for an interview.
Thank you so much, Victor and Hillary over the other side in the commentary booth. I'm joined here by Victor Kipleting. Yesterday he won in the... Obadia Kipleting. Yesterday he won in his heat in the 800 meters. And today he's been able to perform well in his race. Race kutoka jana na leo umeweza kugauge mwili yako. So far, what percentage can you say that you are in your training program?
So, training yangu imekuwa sawa. Tumekuwa tukitrain na my colleagues pale. So, jana nikaweza nikashita kwa hit yangu. Tena sai nilikuwa nasikia niko capable pia nikimbia vizuri. Yeah.
Now moving forward, utaenda sana kufocus na nini especially kwa training?
Yeah. So mimi nilikuwa kama mtu wa 1500 but nilikuwa najaribu nione niko sawa pia kwa 800. Ndio sasa nataka ni change kidogo nikuje 800 meters. Yeah.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I'm also joined by number 2. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
David Guys.
David, unafeel aje kwa hii performance yako ya leo na ukienda mbele mazoezi utafanya nini?
Ndio kung'ang'ana. Yes.
Ni part gani umeona bado iko chini kidogo ndio utaenda kuongezea?
200. Yes.
Okay, all the best and congratulations.
Yes.
Over to you, Victor and Hillary, as we continue in the next race.
Thank you, Charity. That was the winner, 800 meters. Obadia Kipleting, being coached by Coach Bernard Ouma, who's away for government duties in Kisumu, but watching live. Now we move to the next event. 3,000 meter steeplechase, man. 3,000 meter steeplechase, men final. 3,000 meter steeplechase men final, where we have 23. We have 48 athletes. I don't know if they'll run once, but I think they'll be separated because the rules can't allow them to run in one go. It's too dangerous. But from the screens, this is the whole final 3,000 meter steeplechase men, where 48 athletes registered. Quite a good show. We have 48 athletes in the steeplechase final. And the rules, I can see head coach Kiro is there trying to sort out that issue. I know the rules don't allow such a number. So let's wait and see what they'll decide. But Coach Kiro is there sorting that issue.
It would be unfortunate. The few that will be dropped, I don't know how they're gonna do it.
They might do two finals. They separate it into two finals. Head coach Kiro separating the 48 athletes to make them 24-24, just to stick to the World Athletics rules. If they would have run 48, that would have been a tragedy. You risk injuries during the pushing and shoving at the start.
The leading pack has gone to the start and off they go.
Like I told you, in this event, all cameramen are stuck at the water pit. That is where the best shot is.
You can actually see them crossing over. Especially those that did not come here yesterday for day one.
Yes. I've been told, my friend, you are in the wrong place. Go at the pit. That's where you'll get your shot. Now our work is cut out because we have to separate from the 48.
Everyone goes up the hurdle very easily.
A long time ago, 3,000 meters steeplechase was our race where Kenya would win 1, 2, 3. We would, all the medals would have come back to Kenya during the days of Kemboi. Remember the dancing?
Richard Matelong.
Richard Matelong is now a boss at the police.
So he enjoyed. I don't know if he's been to it.
But the young ones have come up well this year. We expect to have them in the World Championship?
We have Cornelius Kirwa Simatuo in the lead of KDF. Well, the finalists of the 100 meters are being awarded. They have Boniface Progressa there, finishing in first position. Seasoned athlete, 20,000 shillings. A token of appreciation. Sponsors Betika.
Remember, in this event, steeplechase, El Bakali won the gold medal at the Olympics. You can see the tactics they are being employed by some of the athletes. Brooks coming in second, and Kibiwot, our own, getting the bronze at the Olympics.
Now, the iconic image that you're talking about. As for the men, there isn't much falling down and pulling each other.
Yes,
So
yes.
with ladies.
Yeah.
Wilberforce Chemiat Cornels is following second behind Cornelius Kiwa Simato. Wilberforce, born 1983, running for Kenya Police. Wilberforce is now taking the lead. He seems to be jogging.
No, it's not a jog. You're just saying it's jogging. That pace is high. Sometimes when you go and try it, then you discover they are running at about 248 per kilometer. Sometimes I try jogging with the Timothy Chariot and the likes in training. When I'm panting, they are jogging and laughing at me.
Wilberforce Chemiat Cornels is on the lead. Brian Kipruto-Bet is playing third behind Samuel, behind Cornelius Kirwa.
Indeed, you can see Wilberforce Cornels there, moving with ease and very composed. His stature, his physique, his arms, his shoulder line is still up. No show of fatigue. Past the water point and going around again towards the 200-meter mark. The crowds are cheering and supporting the favorite athletes. Remember, we have people coming from various regions of this great nation, Kenya. So, and also those that are coming from the disciplined forces, the police, KDF, and prisons. So when each one of them sees an athlete who's in their team, they have to cheer just as a show of support. After this, we'll have the 400 meters hurdles for both the men and the women after this 7.5 lap race. Remember, this is the second edition of the Betika Athletics Kenya Weekend Meet, Track and Field Weekend Meet, that is coming to you live from Thika Stadium. This is the second leg, having completed the first leg that was held in Munias. And in 2 weeks' time, we shall have the third leg of this athletics meet. And after this event, we await the official announcement just to know where it will be held. Wilberforce team at corner still going strong there. There goes the final whistle. Wilberforce Chemiat Connects on your screens, they are still leading. And as is now, with all factors held constant, Wilberforce Connects will be the winner of this 3,000 meters steeplechase finals for men. There it goes, stopping his watch. Moments there to meditate on how the race was and his performance. It wasn't an easy one. Cornelius Kirua came in third. There comes an athlete to the water point. Just with the increasing temperatures here in Thika, the water point is also serving, or rather offering the athletes a cooling effect. The second group is assembling there, ready for another race. As we await for a side interview by the production team on the other side of the studio, by the winners of the 3000 meters steeplechase race final that has just concluded. We're getting ready to the second final of a 3000 meters steeplechase men. Well, there is an athlete that is being cheered on to finish, donning bib for Inc. 1. He has come in last, but he was determined to finish the race, and the crowd was cheering him as a show of support for showing his sportsmanship despite finishing last. But he has put in his best foot forward to ensure that he finishes the race having started it. The second final of the 3000 meter steeplechase gets underway, and the gun has sounded, and off they take off. I'm handing over to Charity on the other side of the studio to conduct an interview with an athlete.
Thank you. Si ufungue camera. Thank you so much, Victor. I'm joined here by Wilberforce. Wilberforce Conness. Wilberforce has won the 3000 meters steeplechase. Wilberforce, una feel aje performance yako ile imekuwa vipi kwako?
Na feel poa, performance haijakuwa mbaya. Although sijafanya preparation ile mzuri. Kwa sababu nimefanya speed work 2 tu. So hii ilikuwa ni kujipima nione weakness iko wapi. So kwa leo nimejua weakness yangu. So naenda kwa barriers, sijafanya speed work ya barriers. Ni ile tu speed work ile normal. Yeah.
Na umeweza kukimbia Sirikwa na ukakimbia pia E10 2 km loop. Kwa build up umesema pia imekusaidia na build up?
Build up imenisaidia mzuri. Kwa sababu ya E10 nilikuwa namba 11 kwa 2k loop. So hiyo preparation imekuwa mzuri pia. Kwa loading, kwa cross. Yeah.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you.
That was Wilberforce Conness. He's talking about his performance. He's saying that he needs to sharpen on clearing the barriers, and he's saying that he's impressed with his first race for today. Over to you, Hilary and Victor.
Well, the second final of the men's steeplechase 3000 meter steeplechase is ongoing. Now we have Eric Gilbert Yegon of KDF and Elfas Kipkemboy also of KDF on the lead. The duo seems to be opening the gap. However, Elfas Kipkemboy is on the lead. Coach, this is the second final.
Yes.
And you have Elfas Kipkemboy of KGF. And also trailing him closely is Eric Betyegon, also of KGF.
Can also see NYS in this. In the race, yani.
Yeah, the involvement of NYS, the plus.
Yes.
And it will add value in the long run in the development of sports in this country.
You can see the locals also taking part in this.
That is a nice show. Being an open event.
Yes. We're almost coming to the end of this event for today, that is. After this, we'll have the hurdles and then the 200-meter men and women final.
Actually, that is, a race that most of the people here will be awaiting to see. Someone to Prop Mulo of NYS. Has taken the lead.
I also would like to mention that as we continue with the trials here, we have some of our representation in Uganda in the first athletics meet in Uganda at Nambole Stadium. So we have the likes of Asamba and Wiseman Were taking part there in Uganda. We wish them all the best. Also, Mbabu is there running the 100 meters.
Well, all the best for our athletes who are carrying our flag high, representing this great nation, Kenya.
They are there together with Coach Dennis Mwanzo, who's taken the team there.
And we wish Coach all the best.
Yes.
In the land of Matoke, the city of the seven hills, that is Kampala, Champala, Uganda. Someone keep up Mulo of NYS. Somebody. Alpha Skipping Boy is second, distant second.
You can see the NYS fella athlete trying to come up. Mulwo from NYS, Samuel
Mulwo.
Yes, that's a good show coming from him. Trying to push up to be among the top.
But with such temperatures, does the water hole give a cooling effect to the body? Does it have an effect or?
Yes, it has. The water is cold. And in the hot sun, you want as much as possible to be as cool as you can get. It's a very tough race. You go over the barriers, you come to the water point.
The final lap.
Yes.
Sounds the bell.
Mulwo. You have to know your lap. Because you'll come at the bell, then you are around 3. Then when the bell sounds is for maybe 2 of you. The other one has to go around again. So you have to know your laps also as an athlete.
You can see an athlete who had a challenge going through up the hurdle, past the hurdle.
Like I told you, it's not an easy thing, running and jumping. Then remember, you also have a water barrier. That will be the next event after the steeplechase. That's why you can see hurdles for the 400.
Singer coach Kamau from Yaururu. Remember him from the days of the late Samuel Kamau and Junior. Soon after, Max Bidan, Rocky Mushiri, his former cross-country champion, former bronze medalist at the Beijing Olympics in 10,000 meters, running alongside Mo Farah. Now tackling the road races and the marathons. He's just passed here and stage high, the technical team. So we want to hand over to Charity with the interview for the winners of the 3,000 meters men's steeplechase.
Thank you so much, Victor. I'm joined here by the second final for the 3000 meters steeplechase winner. Kwa majina unaitwa nani?
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Samuel Kiprop Mulwo. Nyumbani ni upande wa Endebess. Na trainia Gilgil NYS Paramilitary Training College. Yeah.
Pale ndani hapo Gilgil NYS, niambie routine yako iko vipi ukiamka asubuhi ndo ufike mpaka mazoezi?
Okay. Kama NYS unajua ni za youth department yenye na support vijana. Sisi kama vijana tulitoka nyumbani kuja tukatrainia hapo. Tunapewa time by 5 tumeamuka, tumeenda morning run. Program kama yenye iko kambi zingine pia iko pale pale. Yeah.
So saa hii ukirudi mazoezi utashape nini kwa barriers, kila kitu iko sawa ama kuna mahali utaenda kuongezea?
Yeah, kwa kusema kweli sijawahi kimbia steeplechase in my life. Nimekuwa tu nikikimbia long distance 10 kilometers. Kitu ndani shape ni kuruka barriers ndio inanilemea sana na kuruka maji. Hiyo ndio kitu ndani shape na swa. Yeah.
So in future umepata race yako ile unataka kusettle nayo?
Ninaona nilikuwa sijiamini kwa hii. Nilikuwa naona ni 5000. Nimekimbia the first Betika nikakuwa number position 5 kwa 5k. Lakini sikuwa najua kama iko hapa. Lakini naona nikishift hapa sasa. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is our winner for the second heat. He's saying that he was making his debut in the 3000 meters steeplechase, and he's saying that it is he has found his race where he's going to be settling now. He's been competing in the 10 and the 5000 meters races, and he has never been at the podium. Over to you, Victor and Hillary, as we continue in the next race.
Well, that is very encouraging for Samuel Kiprop Mulo of NYS, saying that he's never done or rather ran He's never run the steeplechase before, and he's managed to win it. So he's making his debut in that race. And indeed, that is a very encouraging storyline. So now next we have we should be having the hurdles for women. And the steeplechase. Yeah. For the men, the second semi-final has just ended. So the finals of the hammer throw for men have Dennis Abunda, who managed 54.45 meters, Dennis Sakaba 49.56 meters, Adelbert Museveni 48.25 meters, Japheth Kipkos Gay 45.10 meters, and Alfred Lagarde 44.27 meters. For the women's final for the hammer throw, we have Nancy Kanini, who managed 49.29 meters, Rosalind Rakamba 48.93 meters, Rebecca Kerubo 45.37 meters, and Jacqueline Nyongesa 41.90 meters, while Monica Lagarde was fifth. In the 110 meters finals, you have Edwin To, who managed 15.2 seconds, Gilbert Kipkurui finishing in 15.5 seconds, Godwin Ocheng 15.7 seconds, John Chengo 15.8 seconds, and Ben Wafula in 16 seconds in position 5. The 100 meters women's final, you had Esther Mbagari finishing in 11.6 seconds, Millicent Doro 11.8 seconds, Eunice Kadogo 12.0 seconds, Lavenda Mutavi 12.2 seconds, and Brenda Masitsa 12.4 seconds in position 5. So on your screen you can see the hurdles that have been set there for the next race, which will be the 400 meters hurdles race for the women. And already they're assembling at the starting point, ready for takeoff. The start list of the 400 meters hurdles, we have Valentine Mokaya Gisare. We've seen her take part in almost all the sprint events today. Shera Chepkorirotich, Rehab Ndogo, Rehab Ndirango, similar prowess with Valentine taking part in most of the sprints. Lydia Mawia, Florence Akinyi Bell, Anne Kandie, and Anne Mohanda. Coach,
Yes.
familiar names?
Raham Dirango from
Central.
From Central, she now trains with the police. Then we have Lydia Mawia.
They seem to know each other very well.
Yes, they come from the same region with the Florence Obel.
Tunapumua hii yote. Ni hatujui.
400 meters hurdles finals for women. About to start and off
There
we
they
go.
go. Clean start. Very good start from Rahab. Good run to the first hurdle. About 17 steps to the first hurdle. Then in between is about 11 to 13 steps. Strides. I can see Rahab is doing 14 steps to the subsequent hurdles now. 14 strides. But she's coming up well. Do you know there's a technical bit in hurdles. Hurdle number 7 is the determiner. Hurdle number 7. It will tell you if you're going to win or if you're going to lose the race. Rahab coming in nicely onto the backstretch now. Using her experience. No dribbling to the hurdle. But good run from her and her coach. That is good. She wins it.
Rahab Mirango
Back is the 20,000 Kenya shillings from Betika.
is the winner of this race.
There was a notable absentee for this race, Vanis Kerubo, who was second in the 800 meters. I think the race drained her. She couldn't do the hurdle. Now we have the 400 meters hurdle men final. Lane 1, John Kiango. Lane 2, Meli Cosmas. Lane 3, Newton Kipngetich. Lane 4, Nicholas Kiplimo. Lane 5, William Maranga. Lane 6, Geoffrey Kipngetich. Lane 7, Sami Kiprop.
The men, start list for the men's 400 meters hurdles. John Chengo, Meli Konesmas Kiplaga, Mitun Kipngetich, Nicholas Kiplimo Kisio, William Maranga, Joki Kipngetich, and Sami Kiprot the boot, and off they go. Clean starts. Everyone attempts the first hurdle in a clean manner. To the second hurdle. And it seems it's going to be a fast race. Sami Kiprop Ugutu of Kenya Prisons is leading, but he has been overtaken. The KDF man, Nicholas Kiprimo Kesio, is now on the lead. Newton Kipngetich is trailing second, however the gap is too big. The winner of this race is Newton Kipngetich. Of the 200 meters finals.
As we await the awarding ceremony, as the officials are getting ready, moving the hurdles, we coming to the final stages of today's event, or rather of this pit, and we have the 200 meters finals, and the athletes are getting ready to enter the track and lock horns, steeple it out, and know who will be the winner.
The winners of the 100-meter finals, you have Boniface Mawese in a time of 10.1 seconds. Dennis Moy in a time of 10.2 seconds. Isaac Omewe is a brother to Ferdinand Emmanuel at 10.2. Denis Sonyango 10.4 and Ronald Kiprono in a time of 10.4 seconds in position 5. So, Coach,
yes,
we've more or less come to the end of today's event.
No, we have 200 meters, men and women final.
As we await the finals of the 200.
Yes, that's the last event.
And I remember sprints are races that emit a lot of emotions.
Yes.
Any particular athlete you're looking up to?
There's no favorite even in these races. You only have one or two.
Not for the ladies, I know.
No, we know the winner from when we pick 3 and say it will be between 1, 2, and 3. You know. Like I said, you see, like the 100-meter men, the young boy from Ferdinand Omanyala Foundation picking Moresa at the finishing line.
I saw it.
You see?
If the race would have been 120, tables would have turned. An increase of 10-20 meters.
Too bad there's only one, the Dennis Moy from Ferdinand Omanyala Foundation. That's what I've gotten news of. He was the fastest high schooler. He's from the secondary school games. So we have KSSSA represented here.
Also contributing.
Yes. In this final, we have Ferdinand Omanyala's wife in lane 7, 944 bib number. Then Esther Bagari in lane 6. So let's see between the two who will come out top. Remember, Esther Bagari is the national champion over 100 and 200 meters.
This is the point where you catch your last breath, talk to your maker, make your final prayers, final affirmation and decree before the race starts.
Yes. In the Olympics, Gabriel Thomas was the winner in this event at the Olympics, beating Julian Alfred, who was the 100 meters champion, and beating Brittany Brown. Dina Asha Smith and Daryl Nater, the favorite from GB, the two favorite female athletes currently from GB coming in 4th and 5th. And from Africa, Favor Philly from Nigeria was 6th in a time of 22.24 seconds. Let's see what our athletes will produce.
Aerial view of Thika town and its vicinity.
So beautiful.
Very beautiful. Short town also. It's agriculture, it's fruit canning industry, packaging industry.
This was an industrial town. It was an industrial town.
An industrial hub.
There was even...
So basically, this is an agricultural hub that not only feeds this country, but also the region and other regions in other parts of the world. Very nice drone shots.
From an aerial view, you can think the track is tartan.
Yeah, because of the color.
Yes. So you can sell Thika town with this shot. On at the start of the 200 meters women final.
Notice the silence, how everyone is eager from the stands, others coming closer to the barriers next to the track. The race has just begun.
Clean start, Esther Bagari and Amutavi gunning for the top spot, so is Brenda Masitsa. Also, you can see Morara coming off the bend. She's the first off the bend. Let's see if she can hold on to that lead. Brenda Masitsa coming in to win, to beat the favorite Esther Bagari. That was good from Brenda, beating the national champion.
Soon we'll have the men's race, which will be the final event of the day. Yeah, at the second Athletics Kenya Betika track and field meet being held here at the Thika Green Stadium. You can see the men there taking their positions.
Yes.
Going to the starting line.
Kiprono being the favorite here. Kiprono from Ronald Kiprono Koech from the Kenya Police, who is the favorite for this. But remember, we also have Dennis Mwai from the Ferdinand Omanyala Foundation. Also, we have Moses Wasike, Eric Kimadi. Let's see. Let's wait for the final.
You can see fans coming closer to the barrier next to the starting line. And the gentleman who was hawking bananas in a weird balancing act also. Remember yesterday there's a construction site up here.
Yes.
That is the shot I was looking for. And during the sprints yesterday at some point, all these fundis, all these masons stood and started clearing. So that shows you the impact of athletics also has in society.
Yes.
4, 5, 6.
Why was fast? Yes. 200-meter men final. In Kenya, we have seasoned athlete Mike Mokamba, who has always been a winner for this event. And the funny thing is Mike Mokamba never runs a lot of AK meets. He just comes to run 1 or 2, then goes back to the drawing board. During the trials for the KDF, you'll find him not winning, but coming in 2nd and 3rd. But last year, he beat the crowd favorite Samuel Chege to the title.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot. He's
during the KDF championship. Yes.
I saw him here yesterday. He even came here while we were doing the commentary with Coach Moniki.
Yes.
And at some point started sort of imitating, making comedy of how Coach was holding the microphone. So that also shows how the coaches, the teacher and the student, how they relate outside the office.
He's a good friend of mine, Mike Mokamba. I hope he's watching. We are waiting for your debut.
I actually admire these sprinters, especially those that have the 400 meters, the 200 meters men's final is about to begin.
False start there. But notice that they don't have the starting blocks on this one. I don't know where they've taken them. The fatigue team. I can see the blocks here at the finishing line.
It does not assume that they are fatigued. As I was saying, for this athletics, I see most of the sprinters coming out in large numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we've come from 21 hits to now one final of 7 people.
Even those that are not taking part yesterday,
yes,
in any of the races, but they were just
here hovering around. The likes of Mike Mokamba coming to cheer, Alphas Kishoyan coming to cheer.
Kishoyan was here.
Monica Safania also.
He finished his ban yet?
Yes.
It's over.
Yeah, it ended in June. Clean start we have there. Dennis Mwai, the winner of 100 meters in lane 7. There's Tinega from 400 meters. This one will be tight. Kiprono coming in very fast to win it. From Utawala Sprints Club and also Kenya Police. That was good. Kiprono Koech of Police and Utawala Sprints Club winning that race.
Since club members running to then cheer him up.
Yes, it's the last event of the day, so they are running to carry him and celebrate. I can see Busena Eric there with a stick. I don't know He wants to go beat up people or what?
Coach, there are many ways of communicating, many ways of getting happy. So it's just simply cheering.
There was a research paper done by Bernardo Tieno about the language we use in communication. He did about soccer. My master's project was about language that we use in athletics and football to communicate. You know, we use war science and war language. You know, what does it have an impact on the outcome of the race? Like we have Mashemeji Derby, you know,
And also
and
the
the language that we use, you know, it's always before the game. It's war, military language. Kenya beat Tunisia. Kenya Hamas, you know, the Ghana gunned down Manchester United, you know. We should be using the same in athletics. But in athletics, we use beat, you know. That's the replay of Kiprono. Look at the way he was pumping his arms. Very good posture. His biomechanics are spot on.
I feel at some point he reduced his speed, having realized that he was on the lead.
Yes, sure. While his teammates are in Uganda. Moses Wasike coming in second, and the winner of 100 meters, Dennis Mwai, coming in the other position.
Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful 2 days here at the Thika National Stadium, and we're pleased and happy that we've seen new stars being discovered. Remember, this series is about all the stars being here and discovering new talent. So far, Coach Hilary, how has it been for you with the type of competition that has been here? What is your analysis?
Thank you very much, Charity. We've had a very good 2 days here. We can see, like I said, last year, 2 years ago, we saw Mercy Chebet being discovered, and here we've seen Dennis Mwai, the young man from the Kenya Secondary School Sports Association. Dennis Mwai winning the 100 meter and coming in among the top positions in the 200 meters. So it's a good thing that we are coming to the grassroots. We've discovered the young man, whom I understand comes from the Ferdinand Omanyala Foundation. So, and not just him, we've seen other athletes. We've seen Simani Regao coming out running very fast times. We've seen Kiprono Koech from police. He has come and put in a good show in the 200 meter. So it's been a good 2 days of running. And just to mention, even the middle distance, we've seen a young boy, Obadia Kipleting, winning 800 meter. In 400 meter, in 400 meters, we saw Alan Kipiego. They are not household names, but they are new names that are coming up. So it's we've had a good 2 days of running, and we've discovered the young ones coming up well. Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm also joined here by our guest commentator, Victor Ogale. Victor, so far, how has been your experience, and what's your take on the competitions that have been held here?
Well, my take home charity is the new entrance in this series. We've seen NYS coming in very well, very strong. We had they had Collins Kiprop winning the steeplechase for the men. He said that this, I mean, he was making a debut. We saw how he ran from nowhere. He just came, overtook the leading pack and went and opened a gap of about 30 meters and won the race. That is a nice and a positive one. We're looking at Mwai, also a sprinter. Not to sound repetitive from what Coach Hilary has said, but that is a point to note and take home as well. Coming up the ranks from the school games, now representing the universities and also part of the Omanyala Foundation. This is also a boy that we need to look at, looking at his physique, his frame, his technical ability, his running prowess, his athleticism, how he's running, taking off the corners for the races, for the sprints that requires the corners, the negotiating of the corners that are above 100 meters. So this is someone that we need to look up to. As well, also to note, we had athletes from Northeastern and also we had one representative from Coast. So to me, that was nice seeing a young lady yesterday doing the 200 meters. I've forgotten her name. I think it was Hafswa. It was very encouraging, and I remember in the commentary booth we were saying if we had infrastructure in particular areas and also we had more representation from these particular regions, it would be nice to see one of these meets being taken to those regions, say in Garissa, Modogashe, Mandera, Elwak, Jara, Fafi, Dujis, any of those areas, just to ensure that the competitiveness and also the enthusiasm from athletes from those particular part of the nation is upped and is increased. And also not to forget to mention our sponsors, Betika Athletics Kenya also, and the technical team behind the cameras, the sound engineer, and each and every person who was part of this production. I just want to say thank you and a thumbs up. It was a nice one and looking forward to the next leg, and we await the announcement from here. And Charity, I don't know from you now. Guess you can tell me how was it?
My experience was good. Yesterday we also talked with the competitions director. We had Mr. Kennedy Tanui urging governors as they construct the stadiums to remember to include the tartan tracks so that we can have more. Now that the main stadium Kasarani, which is certified class 1A, and Nyao Stadium, they are under renovations due to the Chan event that we are expected to host in August, and also for AFCON. We are also, remember here in all these series, it's about the talent being discovered, encouraging new stars to come up. We have to have a sustainability of athletes taking over as the other groups exit. I'll see you again. I'll see you in Kapsabet. Let's us meet at Eliud Kipchoge Sports Complex in Kapsabet 2 weeks from now. And also from there, we'll be moving on to Afraha Stadium. See you. Take care.